So, do you mind if I continue hearing what you were doing, and we'll get back to work? Yeah.
Sure, I'm working on the first phrase.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on the first phrase because it is giving me lots of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And I know one of them is because the word's wrong, but in the reference track. But anyway, start over. For the song we write without our sight, since we don't see you.
All right. Hand, armpit muscles and chest. Okay.
Oh, we standing up. Ow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I have stretched. What now?
All right. So there's that, and then there's usage, right? So one hand on the serratus, aka like your armpits, right? One hand on the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure the expansion is nice and easy on the inhale, and then when you exhale, that they're not squeezing.
Okay.
And then try that phrase there.
For the song we write without our sight. Mm-hmm.
So,
Change position.
well, so yeah, so what I had you do is going to change how kind of like you kept your larynx down a little bit, so it's going to lighten the sound, but it's going to remove tension. Now to get that sound back, you're going to need to be able to breathe in such a way where your lower back expands, right? So make sure your knees are loose. And then you can get a nice deep breath. And take your time on this.
Let's see. Yeah.
So, well, so I hear you taking like kind of take a slower inhale, like
Yeah.
really when we do like more like tension release stuff, it's nice to take a slow inhale. It gives you a bit more time. You know, you're not wrong to try and like teach the quick breath, right? And have that, because obviously when we're singing in the midst of a phrase, right? But right now what we're trying to do is we're trying to solve a problem. So because the intention is different, we have the luxury of having more time. So nice slow inhale will help you kind of like figure some things out, which is the point of what we're doing. Nice.
Oh, hold on just a sec. You can close Discord. Okay.
All right. And when that's good, again, chest, armpit, and take your time on that inhale for the first inhale, and then sing. That's a nice inhale.
For the song we write without our we don't see you. Out
So,
through the screen. I got distracted.
well, yeah, also, like, just having that larger inhale gives you a little bit more to manage. So this is where rib cage, right? Expanding the rib cage will help you out there. It's just, you're taking in more, there's more to manage. It's actually, other than that, it's quite a bit better, right? Less tension, other than, you go up, there's too much air, because I literally told you to take in more, right? But that lower back is an issue that's been corrected a little bit. So good work on that. So now we can focus on that, keeping that rib cage expanded, now that we have that tension and resolved.
Okay. For the song we write without our sight, since we don't see you
So
through the screen.
the chest muscles, the one above, one next to the clavicle, it's a little tight. And while the serratus is like, it's better than it was at the beginning, it got a little tight again, which is normal, right? Because like, I'm asking you to do a lot. So your body, because you like, you're trying to pay attention to so many things. The thing that we, did the first time, and it was kind of like the last on the list, right? You're going to have to refresh your memory on that. So it takes some time again, but it's getting better. Okay.
For the song we write without our sight, since we don't see you through the screen.
All right. So this is much better. Now this is kind of like where we were last time with that detail work on those on the like the higher notes. I think it's like G-ish, right? So
Yes, it is a G.
yeah, so G is a pain in the ass because that passaggio break is like kind of everything's got to be working a little bit. So like I want you to know that like this is good, and that the discomfort that you're experiencing when you're singing through that passaggio takes a while to work through. So we're going to try to do some minutia, and again focus on, does it feel better, right?
Yeah, it feels much better. Yeah.
Good. Remember the smile with the cheekbone thing, the raising
Yes.
of the face? Go ahead and try that phrase again, doing that. Also, well, let's do that first. It's not everything. There's still gonna be a little bit of tension, but like this will make it a little easier, and then we're gonna do a vowel modification for those vowels, okay?
Okay. For this song we write without our sight, since we don't see you
Okay.
through the screen. I forgot.
No. It was a little bit better. It's a little bit better. What'd you forget?
I'm
It would
just
make
doing
sense.
a lot of things. I've
Oh,
got like
yeah.
5 things to do, and I'm remembering
Oh,
3
yeah.
or 4 of them.
Let's write it down. Let's write it down in the Zoom chat, okay?
Okay.
Because it's a lot, right? So we got chest tension, serratus, armpit tension, slow inhale so that The lower back can expand. Right? Cheekbones. Cheekbones / smile. Right? So you can grab those notes. No pun intended. And what's nice is that because we're doing a recording with this, that slow breath. Have you ever practiced an instrument, like a piano or guitar? I think I might have lost you.
Trumpet and tuba.
Oh, trumpet and tuba. Okay. So when you practice your scales, right? You know, like you work slowly to speed up, kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So
So you
that.
you go very slow. Yes.
Yeah. So like the what we're doing with the inhales and stuff like that, that's like how we're inhaling slowly. That's kind of the idea here. So even though obviously we want the ability to do a proper inhale quickly, while you're practicing this stuff and you're paying attention to all this stuff, let's use the fact that this is a recording. And every phrase you can take a nice long inhale while you're working on quite a bit, like you said. This is quite a bit, right? So don't feel rushed. When you feel like everything's kind of like you got it, like you're like, okay, this thing, you know? Nice breath, okay. Cheekbones. Once that's all comfortable, go ahead and sing the phrase again. And then we'll work on vowel modifications, okay?
Okay. Okay. For the song we write. Sorry, something.
Yeah, so this is the that lower back, abs, loose knees, right? Making sure that you can get that deep breath.
I think I took too much breath in. Is what happened there. Just
Sure.
felt weird.
Yeah.
Okay. For the song we write without our sight, since we don't see you through the screen.
That
Yep.
was way
Felt
better.
real good.
Yeah.
Felt real good.
By the way, can feel even a little better. Here are the vowel modifications. So when you sing right, you're gonna say rot. All right. When you sing
fine.
without our
Okay.
sight, you're gonna say without our sought. Now, still kind of like that brighter, like placement, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the vowels change a little bit. It's this mixture. It's like for the song we write, Like
Yep.
it's this in between. So play with that. It's the smallest of adjustments. It's really subtle.
Mm-hmm.
So play with it.
Okay.
Mm.
For this song we wrote without our sight, since we
Ah,
don't see you.
so there's that everything, there's that checklist of everything before, right? Which is like the bitch. Right? This is what I
Lots of
mean by this.
practice.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And lots of taking your time on like each individual thing. Like, because life is life, it would be so lovely if every day we just had an hour or 2 hours and you know, shit, 4 hours of just 15 minutes at a time, and we had nothing else to do. But that's not real,
Nope.
right? That doesn't exist. So like, the way that we do this is like throughout the week, like, just pay attention to one of these things, right? And spend like 5 minutes on it, and then the next thing, pick 5 minutes on it. What I used to do is I used to have a random number generator app on my phone, and I'd have like a list of things I'd want to practice, and I'd number them, and I'd just run the number generator. And then for things like the vowel modifications, I would audiate, right? So what's nice about this is that you won't use up your voice. Like, you can practice, because we only have so many like hours, and sometimes, especially when we're working on something new, like minutes, to actually use our voice at our best, right? Because it gets tired. But you can work on chest tension, serratus, rib cage, inhale. All these things don't require phonation, especially audiation of all that stuff. So you can have confidence because you've experienced it right now that the shit works, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah, and I've been trying, and part of my practicing, I've been trying to practice breathing from the bottom,
Mm,
breathing from the stomach instead of the chest.
yeah. I mean, you've gotten a lot better in a very short period of time, right? We have not been working together that long, and you're
Nope.
seeing a lot better. So yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know it wasn't supposed to hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
What sucks too is, even if you did know that, you know, because I was told that all the time, and then, you know, no one taught me what to do about it. So it's like, you know, you can have that standard for yourself, but what do you do, right? That's the hard part.
Yep. Okay, I'm trying to remember everything. Okay. For the song we wrote without our sight, since
So
we
your
don't
hips,
see you. What's that?
your back is actually okay. Your serratus is maybe a little tight, but it's your hips. Remember how we were working through the psoas?
Uh,
We did that child's pose stretch, and I had you.
yes.
Yeah. So that's what's kind of tight right now. So why don't you take a little moment to kind of like stretch or move that a little bit?
Okay.
I'm Almanax. I'm waiting for the student to I gave them a long to-do list, like a long checklist, so they're
And much
mentally going
stretching was
through.
accomplished.
Not you said not much stretching was accomplished, or
I said, oh, and much stretching was
gotcha,
accomplished.
gotcha. Nice. So yeah, with that we can go through the usage. And this is what's tough, right? It's like literally moment to moment the body changes and right. It takes a while to build up this kind of kinesthetic awareness. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Ow. I shook a little too hard there.
Ooh.
Just, make sure
Happens.
everything still works.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, not yet.
Mm-hmm. So one thing about like inhaling like this to try and get things to move that can kind of like actually not do you any favors. If you're inhaling and then you try to force your inhale more to like expand certain things, I used to think that that would be like a good exercise. What I found is that that actually starts to develop like some tension and some bad habits. So if something's not moving as you're trying to inhale, instead of like trying to inhale more past that, add like a little bit of motion and movement and see if that can help you with that. Right?
Okay. For this song we write without our sight, since we don't see you through the screen.
All right.
Huh. Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot that's going on that's better. Let's wiggle it out a little bit. Right? Because like the mental capital that you've been spending, the concentration, I can hear the gears turning. You know? So it's
Yes.
yeah, I mean that's the work, right? So yeah. So just like, wiggle it out. Go ahead and have a seat. Let's chat a little bit, okay? Let's get you to forget. Also, let's get you some time to recover, right? So you said that one of the lyrics was wrong in the guide track?
Yeah, it's already been noted.
It's already been noted, okay. I appreciate that
It's actually,
everyone's yeah.
yeah. Although I didn't know there was a new version.
Ah.
So there is a. So I downloaded the new version. Um, I downloaded the new version of the sheet music,
Hmm.
and it is much more helpful. I was able to use online piano to
Kind
pick
of
out
figured
some
out.
notes.
Yeah.
Although I was very confused for the first little bit because the the harmony three is transposed up.
Hmm. Yeah. Usually tenor notation is an octave up on the sheet music when written in
Yeah.
choral. So it can look weird if you're used to reading for like brass
For
and tuba and
piano.
stuff.
Oh yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Yeah, for brass. For
Yeah.
trumpet, yes.
Yeah, you guys got to do a lot of weird
Tuba
stuff.
was tuba was bass clef, but trumpet
Oh,
was treble.
yeah. Don't you have to like transpose it like you guys have to like transpose everything in a way, right? Like because like when something's a trumpet, there's some brass instruments, I forget which ones, where it's like it's going to be the note, the clef and the key that's shown is not like what every other instrument is doing.
I mean, there's it depends on if you have one of the four valve um, It depends on how long your piping is, and if you have a 4 valve or a 3 valve. Um, I've messed with I've messed with some pretty long piped brass instruments, but that's been decades. But I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Uh, I just kind of learned how to read the sheet music, how to what that meant for fingerings, and then I made sure I sounded like the person next to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's the thing about that is the thing about brass instruments is that if you have the fingerings correct, it's going to be that note.
Ha.
It's either going to be, you can be an octave high or an octave low, but like it's not going to be the wrong note
Yeah.
unless something's really wrong.
All right. How you feeling a little mentally recovered?
Yes.
All right.
As soon as I stand up, I have no idea.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll see, right? Always a bit of a crapshoot.
Ooh, no, that feels good. I don't. Well, I mean, I don't feel anything, which is great.
Yeah. That's ideal. That's ideal. I love being completely numb, you know? All right. See what we're at. And go through that checklist nice and slow. Take your time. Be curious as to each portion of that, right? I also think I didn't include everything, which is crazy, right? I don't think I did, like, ribcage expansion.
I mean, that's just. I mean, that to me, that's just posture.
Um, yeah, I mean, it's all... It might be posture for you, but, like, some people need to, um... Singing tenor is so weird. It's like, it's just kind of harder. The way that the music is written, fundamentally. It's just more difficult. Like, we're written like we're an octave and a half step or whole step away from a soprano, when in reality we're more like a third and an octave. We're written like it's not normal. Training at tenor takes a lot of time. So not only are we a little less common, but it takes time to like train a tenor, because we have to do technically pretty much everything. And aesthetically, people are used to like full voice high notes from tenors, so there's that expectation, which means we can't do, if we're planning on hitting that expectation, we can't do the things that like sopranos and mezzos do to navigate their high end, because we're expected to have more vocal closure, right? At least in terms of like musical theater, and in terms
Yes.
of
Well, because it projects more. You
yeah,
can't. You can't do musical theater with head voice. It no one can. Well, unless you're mic'd, no one can hear you.
yeah, yeah. So it's yeah. So we have this challenge, and yeah. So we have to do everything just so to get by. It takes a long
You're
time.
really selling this whole tenor thing. Just sounds great.
It's a skill floor versus skill ceiling thing, right? So
Oh, that's good to hear.
yeah, like to just do it takes a while, but that is why it was easy to get work. You know, I just show up and they're like, "You're a tenor. You can hit the notes. You're hired." Like, it was really easy. It's just a numbers game, right? So, but it takes time. So that checklist and going through it slowly and thoughtfully, patience, and you have been, but I'm just like commending you for that.
Thank you.
Mm.
Okay. See how much I remember.
Hmm.
For the song we write without our sight, since we
Knees are
don't
tight.
see you. The what?
Your knees are a little tight, so you're kind of like pitched forward a little bit, which is giving you your chest and your serratus tension is back a little bit, but it's because your knees are a little tight. Yeah. So
For the song we write without our sight, since we
mhm.
don't see you through the screen.
Okay. Your
Ah,
lats, I think, a little bit, because like your lower back, it seems like it can move a little bit, right? But I think your lats are a little tight because you're not getting that big. That big breath is going to get you that bottom of the tone, and it's going to allow like ascending to go up and allow your rib cage to really expand. So the lats are big. They're big muscle. Um, so there's a couple ways to stretch them. This is one of them. Oh yeah. And depending on how you like hold your hand, you can get to your serratus even with the stretch. So if your hand's like this, get to your serratus. Your hand's like this, you can get a little bit to your lat. And if you lift up, you can get to your lat that way as well. Honestly, I really like boxing. Um, just even like shadow boxing, like if I do that, that's an extension of my lat. And I don't even like really swing or anything. I just like move like that. And this gets um my psoas. If I do an uppercut, if I do that, like it's just really nice. Gets everything basically other than your chest, which that's its own problem, right? But if you want to, again, there's the difference between stretches are great. It's nice to have movement as an option. So that's just some options for you for your lats. So you can play with that a little bit. See if you can loosen those up. Jesus Christ. Jump scare.
like I don't need any help with distractions. For the song we write without our sight, since we don't see you through the screen.
Okay. And now chest tension.
I think so.
A little bit. Maybe with the abs, maybe as well.
Okay.
Oh, and remember your cheekbone face thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the song we write without our sight, since we don't see you through the screen.
Nice. Better.
Hmm.
So this always happens, right? We hit a point, like middle lesson, roughly, where all the stuff we were doing, we were fresh mentally, we had all that time and all that concentration, and we made a lot of progress. We hit a peak, we stop, and then we're not at our best because we've been working, right? So it usually goes like this, right? So we're at that second bump now. So we're not going to hit that peak if tradition and pattern holds, right?
Okay.
But this is better. This is a good sign because a lot of the problems are a lot better than they were when you started, right? So there's always like levels to this, right? Like with your serratus, it's not a matter of tight or not. There's a gradient. How tight is it, right? How flexible is it? How much because it can expand? Same thing with the traps, all that, right? And the ability to release and relax that stuff quickly, right? Same with chest tension. Is it tight? To what degree? And this is what makes these passaggio notes so frustrating, is that this isn't complicated, it's just difficult, right?
Yes.
All the things that we're going through in this checklist, you got to be really good. And they're getting better, right? So let's go through the checklist one more time, and then we'll figure out something with Schuster to make sure that we can get you in, like maybe like a quick 30-minute thing to make up for the fact that there was some scuff.
Hmm. Or maybe I just need 30-minute lessons.
Ha.
Just in general.
I mean, maybe I've thought about that for like checkup stuff. I've thought about maybe that, but I'd like
No,
to
I'm
keep it
just
simple. Yeah.
yeah, I'm just saying because I get tired.
Oh yeah. You and everybody. It's a lot of work. I put people through the ringer. You know, especially people who are like thoughtful. You know, because like I ask you to do like 7 things and you mentally concentrate really hard and you do this. I'm like, yeah, it's a lot.
Okay, let me try standing like this.
Mhm.
There's a song we write without our sight, since we don't see you through the screen.
All right.
Ah, it felt much better.
Yeah. And again, it's like you did everything, and then it's just like it's those details of each individual piece. So it's worth, jeez, sorry, doggo needs to eat. Let's. I do want to get you another lesson,
Oh, okay.
and you're tired.
Yes.
Like I can hear the mind. I can hear the exhaustion. So I'm gonna feed my dog. Let's end a little early, and instead of trying to like squeeze out the next few minutes, let's just get you another time, okay? Thank you for being
Okay.
patient with the scuff. I appreciate
No
that.
worries.
All right. Okay. I'll reach out to Schuster after I feed this dog. Noms? Yeah, I know, Noms. Alright. I'll be right back. Y'all. If I'm far apart, nothing will sway my heart. Music box, louder than the dying stars through the fire and the light. Hmm. Ah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh God, oh man. I said, oh God, oh man. And instinctually, I'm like, where's Warudo so I can spin my VTube model? Boy. Last night was a lot. Thank God Pharaoh came in and was like, you know, here's some things to distract you. I did not expect her. All the Tom Bajis warned me. They were like, she's gonna like sob, by the way. And I was like, eh. Oh God, I was not expecting that. So like, it's good. 3.2 gigabytes of unsolicited opinions. Yeah. I get that a lot. The yeah, the kids broke her right off. I didn't see that. I thought I thought it would get her. I didn't think it would do that. Whew. But it's like, I don't know, um something about like talking to Baji. This happens whenever I talk to her in private too. Like, I'm forced to calm myself on my my bullshit and whatever like narrative I'm spinning to hype me up or keep me going or whatever. Um, yeah, I cried a little bit last night, but I tried to keep it together. This morning and early afternoon, I was kind of a mess. Hey, Kiro, I mean, thank you for coming in my chat and telling me she was not doing well. Um, yeah. Yeah, let me message Schuster and we'll try to get Elder Cat. Um, uh, um, yeah. Crying? Oh, just like watching the VOD again. That's all. And no, I haven't been reading a lot of general chat, Katie. I've been reading a little bit more of the specific chats. This morning what I'm trying to do with the community that is where I'm reading a lot of stuff is like in like the more specific channels, like the art stuff and the music stuff. And so like I said last night, like I want to here's like like one of the best things, right? That Baji Lesage thing, right? A month ago, Carl the Bells, Carl of the Bells, put that meme in the meme channel. I posted it on Twitter. Oh, hey, Carl. I posted on Twitter. Now it's in Baji's karaoke request, and now it's been orchestrated, and now I've done a choral arrangement for it, and now Carl's kind of like finishing up the choral arrangement. It'd be really cool if we had like a process to just do that kind of crap. Yeah, Carl. I don't know if you know that. It's on Baji's like karaoke request stuff. So if you want to redeem a song, you can actually request the Baji Lesage. Yeah. Right? And like look what it did. Look what it did. Right? That bit has cheered people up. It's been good, right? I'm doing stuff with Yusan for Golden. And like why not have a couple people join in and make a choir of it for folks who are like ready to do that. You know, if we have an arrangement and stuff like that. I can't make it like as inclusive as the Baji project. It's like those, because the Baji project needs a lot. I can't have everything that I do be that big. It's also not like, I don't know, there's certain people who are ready to contribute, and there's I want there to be opportunities for people who can contribute, who are ready. I want there to be opportunities for people to learn and teach and all that stuff. And I don't know what it's gonna look like, but it's so much more fun. I was trying to pack my bags. I should move stuff to the dryer after this lesson. I was trying to pack my bag, and I had an opportunity to work with Carl on some of the vocal arrangement for because Daryl had an idea for finishing up some of the that bit, the orchestrated bit, which I'll play actually. While we're waiting for the student. Miu, Miu. Oh Jesus, 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 oh Jesus. That's so loud. Why? Why God? Why God? Sorry. What the hell? Why is it so loud?
Wandering through saber music, Rosa Nagashi. Morning bagel, Lesage singing, Starlight Daryl too.
Starlight Daryl! How'd you get so freaking cool?
Starlight Daryl! Oh my God!
Sorry. Thumbnail makes me look like someone got shot. Alright. Oops. So the okay, that's, yeah. I forgot that it's been a minute. So the let me give out the link to the Zoom link. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Where's Zoom? Let me give out the link there. We're gonna move this to Discord proper. Later, not today. For those who are wondering, there we go. One of the things that we might have to do to compete with Zoom in terms of quality is they aren't transposed by an octave. Ah, all right. There we go. Hey,
Hello, hello.
hey, sorry about the little scuff on the since we've changed to the Discord booking. We're still kind of in that transition. So thanks for your patience.
Yeah, no problem. I was very curious because I just literally just thought about like 30 minutes before. I was like, so
Yeah.
but it's all good.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you want to sing a little bit? We'll see where we're at.
All right. I tried doing the solfege. It's a bit tougher than I first realized, but I've been trying to do what I can.
Yeah.
Even tried looking up additional like tutorials to move like the I forget what you call it, but the flaps to help raise and lower your pitch in your throat. The
Yeah.
palettes.
Wait, in terms of solfege or in terms of
Yeah, in terms of solfege.
so
Try
like
to
navigating like accidentals and yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Want
Yeah.
just continue the song we were doing last time?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars.
Keep going a little bit.
Show me what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars.
Okay. Are you leaning towards your microphone a little bit?
A little bit. Sorry about
Yeah.
that.
No, you're
Am I
good.
too loud?
No. It's your posture. Like, you sound like you're doing this.
Oh.
So.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can move back some then.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's like, yeah. Let me hear it when you're not like. Don't worry about mic position. Too much. All right.
All right.
Worry like because I can hear. Don't worry about the audio. Let's worry about your technique. Always kind of, if you can, bring that microphone to you so you don't have to adjust your posture. Because when you have to jut your jaw forward, I'm gonna figure out my own mic setup. This is the pot calling the kettle black right here. When you have to adjust your there we go. When you have to adjust your posture to the microphone, it's going to affect your technique, right?
Yeah.
So let's hear it without you kind of like positioning yourself in that way.
All right. I even adjusted my mic sensitivity so I don't have to be so close. Just let me know if it's too loud or too quiet.
Okay.
All right. And just take it from the top.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Show me what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars.
Okay. Did we work on the serratus last time?
Yes, we
Okay.
raise our arms above our heads and sort of like stretch it out.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
So let's do that a little bit.
All right.
All right.
I admit I didn't really do the stretches today.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. You know, I gave you a lot to work on. So the solfege is probably the thing that's more important to stay on top of over a long period of time because it takes a little bit for it to be useful.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like I'm still trying to get used to it, but I can definitely see how it could help.
Mm. And we'll do a little bit of that.
All right.
But let's get to where your posture's good. All right. Let me know when that stretch starts to kick in.
All right. I think I'm stretched.
Okay.
All right. Take it from the top again.
Well, place your hand on, because there's tension and there's usage. So if you place your hand kind of like right here,
Yeah.
if you breathe in, like your armpit muscles should move. Part of that is your serratus,
All right.
right? And then when you exhale
Yeah.
for when you sing, make sure it doesn't squeeze real tight, like suddenly, right?
Okay. Like it's okay to move slightly, but not like a big
Yeah, I
leap.
mean it'll be like, it'll go as you exhale, but it shouldn't like squeeze.
Okay. So like
Mhm.
deflating a balloon slowly.
Yeah. Good metaphor.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll take it from the top again.
Mm-hmm.
Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Show me what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars.
All right. And let's. All right. There was a pitch detection website that was kind of fun. I think
Oh,
it's
yeah?
a pitch reader. Yeah, pitchreader.com. So let's figure out these pitches real quick, and we can go with for note labels. Switch to do re mi, and then let me get the piano up. Let's figure out the key. Fly me to the moon, do. All right, so we're in C sharp.
All right.
So put do as D flat or C sharp.
So
Okay.
like do.
Do. Yeah.
Do.
So let me share my thing here. So this is why we're going to do solfege. So you're harmonizing with me. You're not on do. So this is why pitch reader, we go to pitch reader, right? So you see my screen here?
Yeah, I see it.
Right. Do. Oh. Do. Why isn't it showing? Is it because my mic is in use? I don't know.
Maybe.
I think it's because I'm using the wrong device. Let me see. With the browser, let's change this. Yes, I'm using the wrong microphone. Chat mix, I think it was. Yeah, do. There we go. Do. Regardless. Oh, now I gotta give permission. Do. Do. Oh my god. There we go. Do. There we go.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Do, ti, la, so, fa. Right?
Okay.
Da, da, di, da, dum. Yeah. So those are the first pitches of the tune, right?
Yeah.
So go ahead and go to pitchreader.com and just do that. Do, ti, la, so, fa. And kind of get used to just descending on that scale there on your solfege, okay?
All right. Just making sure it's all connected for me. La da 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 da. Allow visiting the site. Ba ba ba. Da 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 da. Yep, there it goes. It's working. Okay.
Mhm.
And you want me to do that do sort of thing?
Well, it's do, ti, la, so, fa. The syllables are not benign,
Oh, okay.
right? So it's the scale. Yeah.
Okay. Do, re, mi, re, do. Oh, do,
Well,
re, mi, less.
so what is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do? What is that?
That's solfege, right?
Right. Well, solfege is the syllable. What's that
Oh.
pattern? It's okay if the answer is I don't know. That's fine.
I don't know.
Okay. It's a scale. That's the major scale. Do,
Oh,
re,
okay.
mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead and sing do.
Do.
Okay. Go to pitch reader and find do.
Yeah, it's a little above D3 and between E3.
Ah. So I want you on the solfege. So go to note labels and hit do, re, mi.
Note labels.
Let me share my screen again.
Oh, I see it.
Okay.
I see it now.
Yeah. Do you mind sharing your screen for me so I can see
Oh,
what's up?
sure.
Mhm.
Do. It's video, right? Or
It would be just the share button and then
oh,
share
I see.
the application window and I
Oh, it
won't
says host disabled attendee screen sharing.
so go ahead and request.
It just says host disabled attendee screen sharing and it only shows okay.
Let's see.
I don't have any.
I'll try to fix that real quick.
Yeah, the do re mi scale shows that it's between me and re.
Okay, so get to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do. Hmm. Do. Hmm. Do. Hmm. That was pretty close. It's between do and ti.
Okay. But yeah, definitely try to uh lock into do here. I'm gonna see if I can we might move this to someone was telling me they made life difficult here. So I might just set up the actually I don't know if Schuster's available to do that. Egads. Let's hop in the let me call you on Discord so we can get that screen share so I can actually see. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
All right.
All right. You want to share
Hello,
share
hello.
your
Okay.
hello. Yeah, if you want to just share your
Okay.
screen.
All right. Share screen, pitch reader. Let me know if you can see.
I can, yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. So go ahead and hit play and then try to find do.
All right. Do.
All right. Also, so the other thing is the key we were in was C sharp. So where it says transpose, do should be D flat or C sharp. So it's the very bottom option on the transpose list, the very bottom.
So right
Yeah.
here.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and hit that.
All
Go
right.
ahead and try again.
Do. Do.
That's la ti do do. That's your do.
La ti do.
That's la. You see how like this is where the first things first is we have to find do. And we can't do anything else until we do. So,
all right.
yeah, so like we can go lower and do 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 do. So that's a little easier to find. Do.
Do.
That's Re.
Do.
No. Hold on.
Do.
Hold on. Whoa. Is Re higher or lower than Do?
Re is higher than Do.
Okay, so if we're trying to find Do and we're higher than Do, we should go down. So try to find that again, right? This is why it's like slow it down. Don't sing a bunch of notes.
Okay.
We got to really be mindful. So try again.
Do.
Okay. That's so. So, is that higher or lower than Do?
Lower.
The Do. The Do we were going for was Do, right? So the Do, yeah, that's that one. Yes.
Oh, we're
So-
aiming for this Do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Got a little mixed up. Sorry about that.
You're good.
Do.
That's Re, right?
Do.
Okay, that's close enough. Do. Let me get the actual pitch.
Do.
Do. Try to match me exactly, okay? Do you hear that? You hear that friction? That like kind of like that
Yes.
shake between us? You are
Yeah.
what is called a minor second. This is like one of the most dissonant intervals that we can have. That's why there's a lot of shake. It doesn't sound very clean,
Ah.
right? So when I do that, do, if you hear a shake, you're not with me, right?
Okay.
So the Re here in between has another note which we could call Ra. Okay?
Ra.
Yeah, so Re, Do, Re, Ra, Do, and you're on Ra. Don't worry about Ra.
Okay.
It's what we call an accidental. But point is, you're not on Do quite yet. So let's find Do.
Okay.
Let's try again. Do. There we go. All right, so that's our Do.
All right.
Let's go Do, Re.
Do. Re.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So
I
find
realized
Do.
what I did.
Yeah. Find Do first. Yeah, don't be too quick to move on. Really
Yeah.
find Do. Yeah.
Okay. Do. Re.
Nice. Me. Go to me.
All right. Do. Re. Mi.
Nice. Mi fa.
Mi fa. Mi fa.
Find your Do first.
Okay. Do.
Re. Mi. Fa. See how you're a little off? So look at how
Yeah.
close Fa is to me. Right?
Yeah.
So Do, Re, Mi are all what are called major seconds, right? So you get two half steps per note. Mi to Fa is a half step. It's a minor second.
Okay.
So Do, Re, Mi, Fa. See how it's closer with Mi and Fa?
Yeah.
So let's try again. Find your Do.
Okay.
Do, Re, Re. No. Lock into Re.
Oh.
Do, Re. Yeah, let's find Do. Do, Re, Mi, Fa. Nice. So. Let's go up to So. We'll do that next. Let's start on do again. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. That might be a little challenging. La. Yeah. Do, re, mi, fa, sol.
Sorry about that. I lost my breath.
You're good. You're good. Yeah. Go ahead. Like you can use what I'm doing, like as I sustain the note, to kind of keep your reference of where you are.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, follow along, and then if you need to take a breath, rely on where I'm at, and then kind of jump in, right? Do.
right.
Go ahead and play it. Do, re, mi, fa, sol.
I feel like I could get there eventually.
Well, let's do it now.
Like I feel like when I get to so, I start to lose my breath.
Okay, but we're not worried about technique. We're worried about musicianship. Two different considerations. Okay?
Oh,
And we're
okay.
separating them very intentionally. That's why I'm holding the pitch, so that you can take a breath and you can hop on to where I'm at. Because we have to be able to get through a scale.
Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead and play it and just join me on so. So, Okay. So when we're doing this, because so what's driving you flat is a technical issue, to make your life easier, take a much smaller breath. La, and float it.
Breath.
Yeah, and just float that pitch. Don't try to copy me. La.
Okay.
In fact, I'll do that with you.
No.
La. Join, jump in this note. La. Ti. Do. Boom. All right, now we just did a major scale. Okay, here's what you want to be able to do. Do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, le, so, fa, mi, ti, do, re, mi, re, ti, la, so, do, re, mi, do, ti, do. Right? I can do whatever I want on a major scale because I've done solfege for years.
Yeah.
Right. So like that's what you want to be able to do. And like but you know, first things first, got to be able to sing a scale. Because this is like the solfege syllables are the words that we use to construct the sentences, called musical phrasing. Okay? And a musical phrase is a pattern of words. So there are things called tendency tones. And tendency tones are where like the drama happens. So there's a way, they're like when you're on fa, fa generally goes to mi. When you're on re, re generally goes to ti or it goes to do. Maybe sometimes it goes to so. La tends to go to ti, do. Sometimes the la can go to so. So like every one of these words has a word that kind of follows it normally. And it is in that where we get to understand how we're going to make like decisions as musicians. Otherwise, we're just like making sounds and we're not using like the music part of singing, which is a big part of it. So like do, ti, la, so, fa which is the beginning of Fly Me to the Moon. Do, ti, la, so, fa. Ti and so are tendency tones that have strong pull. So, Fly Me to the Moon. Fa is usually a little bit more relaxed and leans towards me, depending on the chord that you're on. So, like, I'm intentionally giving you like a whole lot of examples of like what I'm considering when I listen to music and when I'm singing a tune. If you don't have the ability to sing a major scale, you're not speaking the language, right?
Yeah.
It's like you don't know what a sentence is as a musician. So your technique we worked on, and it's in a good spot. But the intonation and the pitch and the ability to express yourself through music is something you absolutely have to work on. So now that I've made you forget, have I given you the Myelin spiel? Do you know what? Have you seen that one? Do you know what Myelin is?
The Myelin spiel.
Sounds like you don't. You haven't seen this one yet.
I don't think we went over that.
No. This is something I do on the occasion, but I'm always happy when someone hasn't heard it yet, because it makes me feel really smart. Yeah? So let me I'll share my end of things. Hold on.
Okay.
A second here. All right. So this is myelin. Okay, this is a neuron. All right.
Yeah.
The whole goal of practice is to build this fatty sheath called a myelin sheath around our neurons, so that signals can pass between the neurons responsible for a given coordination. All right. This is how you skill build. This is the very point.
Oh.
Problem with myelin. It doesn't grow through number of repetitions. It doesn't grow through muscle memory. It only grows when you interrupt forgetting. Say, for example, we worked on solfege, and you successfully sang through a scale. In order for you to interrupt forgetting, you would have to kind of forget how you got through the major scale by taking some time away from it. So with that said, now that I've made you forget by telling you about this, let's go back to singing the major scale. See what I did there?
So like go through the lower do again?
Yeah. Do. I think that was do. Let me check. I think it was C sharp. Do. I was off. I was on You see how when we lock in, it like there's something that happens, like there's this resonance. Have fun with it.
Yeah.
Experience that again, because this is fun. Do match my pill. It's fun when you lock in, right? Yeah. So that's what like choirs try to do. Pianos, as they're tuned right now, can't do that. So like you can lock into chords. So this is another advantage of when you do recordings. You're able to really lock in, because if you use auto-tune, you'd have to like customize like by cent to get it to really lock in. Anyway, so let's concentrate on the scale. Smaller breath, yeah. La, ti, do. All right. So, one of the ways that you can learn to do this without introducing like tension just to hit the pitch, is with like
Oh, the
Right.
tongue thing again.
The tongue thing, yeah. Yeah. So I don't know how it's going to detect the pitch there on the tongue thing. You can give it a shot.
Well, we could give it a shot.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, I kind of had a feeling. Mm.
Yeah. So it is what it is. Let's go down a little bit. Let's go to do. So that is change the transpose to A flat / G sharp.
That would be here.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. That'll make it easier to learn. Am I higher or lower than you? Am I higher or lower than you?
I don't know if I can even reach it.
Okay. Then let's go up to this. Let's do this. B. So change the transpose from put do to B. Not B flat. Up
Here?
one. Up one.
Oh.
That's B flat.
Here?
So you want nope.
Oh, here.
Yeah, there you go. All right. And then that's still a little low for you. Let's go. Let's go to C. So do to C. So we're just
Do to C.
Yeah.
Alright.
Re. Yep. Mi. Fa. So. La. Gentle. La. Chest. When you take that inhale, yeah, there you go. La. Ti. Do. All right. Now try doing it yourself.
All right. Do. Re. Bleh. Bleh. Re. Mi. Fa. So.
All right, gentle. Check your chest. Check your chest tension.
Okay. La. Ti. Do.
Nice. Now, Fly Me to the Moon is Do, Ti, La, So, Fa. So, let's just do Do, Ti, La, So, Fa. So we'll start up.
Do. It will start from do
the high
up to
one.
down.
The high one.
Like,
Do, Ti, La, So, Fa. Yeah. Start up high.
Do, ti, la, po, sa.
Whoa. Go slowly through the scale. Do, ti, la. Like lock in, right? Every note.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do, ti, do, do, I apologize.
You're good. You're good.
Do,
We're doing this. Yeah, nice.
do, ti, 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 la, so, fa.
Nice. So, like, this is, you know, I always tell people we're doing the thing, like, if you could do it, you wouldn't be here, right? We're doing the thing that's challenging for you because it's what's going to help
Yeah.
you the most, right?
Yeah.
So, Mhm.
It does make me feel better. Like I know that I'm off pitch or not doing it right, so I just take a moment to just try to
Mhm.
gather myself and try again. So I'm just
Yeah.
trying to throw things at the wall.
Yeah. And you'll get it. Especially like anytime you start something new, you're going to see the most radical improvement in short order, right?
Yeah.
So, like for me to get benefit out of solfege, I have to do some crazy exercises that are like a little hard. Like they're not going to have like stuff like this, like tools like this for it. Where I'm going to have to like get in between some pitches and transpose and change keys, or like, you know, get like sheet music and sight read it. Like it's not as going to be as fun or interactive as this. So
Yeah.
this is the kind of the fun part. Do. Let's start on do again.
Do, 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 do.
So again, yeah, there we go. That's that difference between that minor and major second. Ti do, ti do, ra do. Ti, ti do. Yeah. Go ahead and try it finally. Ti. Yeah. So these different patterns that we have, right? From ti to do, ti to la, like from do to re. They're all worth practicing also like by themselves. So like we're like right now, like we've been going up and down a scale, but like understanding ti do and playing with ti do is worthwhile because ti do happens all the time because it's like the way to do a cadence basically. It's a leading tone. T is literally called a leading tone because it leads itself to do almost every time, with some exceptions. So sometimes people play with expectation, you know, ti re do or ti so do, but most of the time it's ti do, right? Unless you're getting a little funky, but
so
yeah,
most of the time you start with T.
If you find yourself on T, you're going to go to do.
Okay.
Right. So that's why we call them tendency tones. So, and it's where drama happens. So some people will even, like, if they're on T, they'll intentionally go sharp a little bit or something, just like a few cents, because there's that expectation. These are things that happen when you do this a lot and you start using solfegian music. So anyway, let's go back to just finding do on the top now that I made you forget.
All right. Do, do,
T.
Da. T. T.
And La.
T. Do.
Nice. Okay. All right. Now let's start applying the technique stuff. The technique stuff to this, right? So you found T to Do. Right? Make sure
Yeah.
your armpit and your chest are doing what they're doing.
Okay.
All right. And then make sure that your jaw is nice and relaxed. And whilst doing that, see if you can find T. We're going to simplify the musical exercise. We're not going T to Do. I just want you to find T while doing the technical stuff.
Just T?
Uh-huh.
All right. T.
All right. Pinch and unpinch your nose to make sure you're not going nasal.
Pinch and unpinch.
Have we done this yet? If you hold a note, if you pinch and unpinch your nose while you're holding a note, the sound shouldn't change.
Oh, okay.
Try
Let
that.
me try that.
Mhm.
T. T. T.
Mm-hmm. You found eventually, right? The sound kind of gave out a little bit.
Yeah.
But, all right. T. Wait, is that it? Oh, let me see.
T.
All right. Make sure your lower back is a little bit loose. You can introduce some movement. Help with that.
All right.
Well, let's change it up a little
Even
bit.
doing a little wiggles.
Yeah, doing little wiggles. Find La now. All the same technique
La?
stuff. Just find La. Yeah.
All right. La. La.
Yeah. So you have a habit of reaching with your jaw like jutting forward a little bit. You got this habit of that. So serratus, hip motion, jaw tension, right? Make sure that all that's kind of nice. Don't reach for the microphone.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
It's a habit I'm not even realize I'm even doing.
Oh yeah. No, we all have habits, right? Alexander,
and you want me to do La again?
Yep.
Okay. Let me try this again.
Mm-hmm.
La.
Mm-hmm. Now find
That felt a little better.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, it should feel good to sing, right? Nose. Pinch and unpinch your nose. You see how you're finding that there's a bit of resonance that's starting to happen, right? As you relax into it. Yeah. Get addicted to that because it's also going to make your breath more efficient, as well as generally be considered a more pleasant sound. It's subjective, right? What constitutes pleasant versus unpleasant? Because if you sing punk rock, you don't want to sound like this, right?
But, I do my best to get addicted to it.
Yeah. So now find fa.
Fa.
Okay. Check with your chest tension. Check with your chest tension, okay?
I see that there was a little wiggly there.
Yeah. It's for you, it's this habit of jutting the jaw forward a little bit. and that affects a whole heck of a lot. So yeah, make sure your shoulders are nice and loose, your armpit muscles, your chest, your lower back, all that. Draw attention.
Yeah.
And once that's good, try to find fa again.
Mm. Ba. Ba.
Mhm.
Ooh, voice crack there.
Yeah. The when we have this goes back to like once you have a good vowel, which is why we're working on like all that tension and stuff.
Yeah.
It'll be much easier to have like vocal closure. So check in a little bit. Make sure your head can move, your neck's not too tight. Try again.
All right. Ba.
Nice. Now you're starting to when it feels easy to do, push yourself a little bit more, right? So we found so and we got there and it felt good. Took us a little bit with fa, but like now we're good. So now that we're good, find
Awesome.
fa again and then go to mi. And we'll start traveling through the scale. Okay.
All right. Ba.
It's the chest that's causing this a little bit. It's a little tight.
Yeah.
Then the tongue is going back a little bit. So you're doing ah, fa. Go a little brighter.
Ba. Ba. Me.
And so this is why solfege is about pitch relationships, right? So it's one thing to have this graph where we can sing on a pitch and try to match it to the syllable. Pitch matching is definitely a thing one needs to do, but again, solfege is about relationships. So that's why it's really important to start moving through and making these jumps and going up and going down. So that way, when you think fa to mi, fa, mi, re, do, ti, do, la, so, fa, mi, re, ti, so, la. Like I can do like, oh, it's a septive cadence, right? I can start communicating musical ideas and phrase and stuff. This is why. So it is systems like these that allowed Mozart to write an entire symphony on a train without a piano. It is what allowed Beethoven to compose when deaf. It's this. This is the stuff. It can go hard. The what this can do when you're comfortable is crazy. So, but
I've
let's
heard
just
like
start.
Beethoven had like a thing connected from the piano to his mouth to sort of get like the vibrations or something. I think that was something I heard.
Possibly, but like, at that point, honestly, it was all. It's funny. People said like after he lost his hearing, went insane, but it's not true. His later quartets are actually really musically very interesting. So I doubt that I doubt that he lost his ability to audiate music at the same time. One of the things I've been working on is if I sing a pitch, like do, in my mind, I start to do another line. So like I'll think like re mi fa mi la so, but I'll be singing do. So as I'm singing one note, I'm doing literal counterpoint in my mind. Steve, who I interviewed, can like solfege multiple lines at the same time in his head and hear it all. Like this shit goes crazy when you level it up. The sky's the limit on this shit. So anyway, let's do fa to mi. I just trying to instill like this goes places. So it might be tedious at first, yeah, but it'll hit hard later on. Let's do fa mi.
Okay. Fa to me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fa mi. Fa. I think I get it. Fa. Let me get a breath.
Mm-hmm.
Just realized I was jutting forward again.
Ah, good, good. Yeah, it's a lot of this with singing. You know, a lot of things to do. You know.
Fa fa mi mm, fa mi. Realized I was going pitch higher.
Mm-hmm.
Fa mm,
Well, let's pause. Is so
fa. Oh
yeah, mi is below fa, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you can slide down fa mi, right? Like you can slide a little bit to find it. Okay.
Okay. Fa fa mi.
Yeah. Now good.
Fa mi.
Yeah. Now make it
A
easy.
little better, but still a little slidey,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. But
okay.
like when so technique affects pitch, right?
Mm,
So because
yeah,
of the particular problems you have with your tension, your E vowel is actually going to be a really big challenge, right? Because the serratus, the
yeah,
neck, and the jaw, and all that, right? So
yeah.
what you can do is, um, you can start like if you find like you can play with the vowel there. Once you find the fa is easy, you can kind of move a little bit to the E. Yeah, that changes the syllable, and we're trying to work on fa. But like again, we can use technical exercises, right? A lot of
Yeah.
technical exercises that go right. I
Mm,
I
yeah,
prefer starting on whatever vowel people are strongest at. Usually, because I work with a lot of people who like sit all day. The is the
yeah.
hard one, but it's the one that's going to help the most. So it's like I, see how very little changes?
Yeah.
That's the goal. We want the movement between vowels to be as minimal as humanly possible. If you look at my
Mm.
tongue when I do that,
Oh, I see.
very minimal.
Like you're pushing your tongue forward a little.
Yeah, that's the only difference in the vowel. It's just that. The heel of the tongue. Just the very heel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it. So that's one of the things we
Okay.
want to do with these exercises. We want to ensure that as we go through these vowels, that's easy. So from fa to mi, like it's not necessarily that when you're on the mi that you're having a problem musically, it's that you're having one technically. Okay?
Mm.
Because of all the tension stuff. So try fa mi again.
Follow me again. Okay.
Mhm.
Fa. Fa mi.
Nice. All right.
Hey, that felt better.
Yeah. So the main things I want you to take away are you might want to do that TikTok stretch. So the if you go to my TikTok, the very first post is a stretch,
Okay.
and that stretch would be good for you. Because it's
Yeah,
just
I'll
going to
look at that
address
then.
yeah. So let me write this out in the Discord. You know, I guess is another good thing about the calls, but um, um, uh, that'll help you with some of your tension issues. It will not help you with the serratus. So you need to stretch your serratus.
Yeah.
Be mindful of jutting your jaw.
Mm.
And
I feel like I'm starting to like notice when I'm jutting it ever so
Yeah.
slightly, but
yeah,
I
takes a
feel
little
like it's
bit.
still going to be a bad habit. But
Oh, yeah.
I think I can break it eventually.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do solfege.
Hmm.
Make sure you change the transpose setting. So from
That too.
C to C sharp to D. You do not want to get used to this. So this is what we're working on is called movable do. That's about pitch relationships. That's what I want you to learn. Because as singers, that's ridiculously useful. If you
Yeah.
stay on C, you are doing what's called fixed do. Fixed do is dope.
A fixed do.
Yeah, fixed do is great. It doesn't have the same utility as it does for singers. It's much better for like
Okay.
instrumentalists or composers or all that, where like do is always C. But we don't want that. We want to be able to move around.
Hmm.
Yeah. Our concern as singers is always like the relationships. Because we do melody and it allows us to transpose. There's just a lot more utility to it. But I got to move on to the next student. So good job.
Yeah, of course. Thank you again for having me and going over things.
Absolutely. All right. Take care.
If anything else, I feel like I'm picking it up quite well.
I
Even
agree.
though I'm still slipping up here and there.
Yeah, I agree. I got to move on. All right.
Yeah,
Thanks for-
take care.
Take care. Bye-bye. Sorry. And then feel bad. I have one more lesson and then I gotta scooch and catch a flight. It's in my booking portal. That's right, remove that. Oh, that's so nice. I can kill Simply Book. Xavieri. And I will, if we can do this over Zoom, that'd be ideal. Because we haven't set up the stuff yet. Hey, can you hear me okay? Ah, there we go. Can you hear me okay?
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Doperinos. All right. You want to sing something to see where we're at?
Sure. Let's see. I'm trying to do the thing for Baji, so
Nice. Appreciate that.
kind of have no clue where I'm at with it, though, except that nothing quite feels right. So,
All right.
There's a song we write quite late at night when we find it so hard to breathe. When we think of you and time passing by and how short it all seems to be.
Okay.
But whenever
I'm actually there's a lot that's going on. It's interesting. Like you feel lost. There are elements of it where I'm like, okay, I hear where you're lost, but also like you're doing a lot of like good things. It's kind of interesting. Like some of your vowels and like the gentleness in which you're singing and approaching things,
Hmm.
like so like you don't have a lot of tension, like you're doing a lot of things well. So I just want to get that out of the way. Um, do you this is the worst part of all this.
Uh,
I don't know where Zoom buried the damn screen share.
oh,
I have no idea where it went. We're moving away from Zoom anyway. Can you do me a solid?
okay.
Can you send me a friend request? I ask that if you're gonna that unless it's like a crisis, unless we are working together, uh try to not DM me and try to let's work through the situation. But let's just because I don't have a place to drag you where no I can guarantee no one's gonna interrupt. So just send me a friend request on Discord. Let's just hop in on Discord and figure this out. Um do you have Reaper? What are you recording with for the Baji project?
I have not set up anything for recording yet.
Okay.
I figured I'd do some practice first, and
So we can use a DAW to help us practice, which is what's nice. And I'll show you a little bit about that because I think that'll help you like practice.
okay. So I don't use Discord a lot, so I'm trying to figure out how I even DM anybody on this.
So you go to add on the top it says friends, just add friend and you enter a username and it's just a Lesage singing.
Oh, no, I've got an invite to. Uh, if it's easier, that
Hold on. Someone give
I
me
can
some
just
notes.
say,
Hold on. The future Zoom. Hold on. Up. Host tools for sure.
okay.
All
I just posted
okay.
my name in Twitch chat, so if you send it to me, that is probably easier.
All right. I just figured it out with the help of Oxfed. So we can stick to Zoom. I just changed the
okay.
permissions for sharing. So go ahead and thank you for that, Oxfed. Go ahead and open up whatever DAW, and we'll go ahead and open whatever DAW, and go ahead and share that window. And we'll make that Discord channel and like a waiting room. I just want to make sure that we set up all these processes in place. I could like admin one of my old admins and have them do it, but like we're just we have processes of just if I really want to let those processes cook, so I don't have to think about anything moving forward. I got to tap into them. So yeah, but I appreciate it, guys. Yeah.
Okay, I'm obviously going to download something, so I'm trying to look through the recording instructions very quickly and not
Audacity is probably your easiest bet because I love Reaper. We can do more with Reaper, but it's larger and a lot more complicated. And so right now, I think Audacity is your friend.
Okay.
It's very lean.
Downloading Audacity.
Yeah. Do I have my water? I don't have my water.
Oh, okay. No, I don't need a tutorial for Audacity.
I love when they try to be helpful.
Well, it also wanted to sell me the tutorial for like $25.
Really? Okay.
I will just keep selling it later for anything it tries to sell me.
Yeah, so they're the yeah, Audacity used to be like the super lean. Its whole purpose was to be like lean and easy. It was a GUI for SOX, and now they're trying to do a whole bunch of stuff with it, which I don't like. Like it's supposed to be dumb. But anyway, that's me
Okay.
being bah humbug, 15 miles up hills both ways, etc., etc. Anyway,
I have this feeling like I used Audacity once many, many years ago, but I don't really remember anything from it. So, okay. So I think this is what you wanted me to screen share.
yes. Give me one moment to message an Oshi because I'm irresponsible. All right. Okay. Yes, that is the stuff. All right. So let's get the guide track in there. So you can just wherever that is, you can just click and drag.
Would that be like the era to harm something or?
Yeah. So
Okay.
you just click that in there.
I'm
Nice.
not really sure which harmony I'm doing, so I just threw 4 in there because it's somewhere in the middle.
Well, so which do you know which one you've practiced?
I kind of I don't really feel great with any of them. They all
Okay.
feel a little off to me. So
Okay.
I was that was one of the things I was kind of hoping you could help
Sure.
with. Is
Let's stick with Harmony 4. Let's make the decision that you're going to do Harmony 4 or
okay.
2, okay? Let's
Okay.
bring in the music and the click track as well. Awesome. Okay. Here's what I would like you to do. So click on the Era 2 Harmony 4 and scroll up to zoom in. That should do it, I think, unless it's, let me bring up Audacity.
Control scroll.
Gotcha. Awesome. Thank you. All right.
Okay.
So what's nice about having these waveforms and stuff like that is we can break up the parts and learn section by section, right?
Okay.
And we can do it phrase by phrase. That way we're working on a musical idea one at a time. So if you hit solo on that track that you're on, there you go. And then click on just right before that that part plays on the thing. Yeah, there you go. And then you can hit the play button, which I think shortcut is spacebar. Okay, so that's like part 1 of this first phrase, part 2 of this first phrase, and then part 3 of this first phrase. Because I know what I recall is that there's 3 little bits for the phrase. I can't hear your audio. I'm not sure how to fix that. It's okay for right now. I'm pretty sure that's the bit. Hold on.
Okay, I had to pause it because it was quite loud, so I turned it down for myself.
Gotcha.
What does this share audio button do? Not much.
I don't think that would do it. It should be just a matter of it's okay.
How do I push?
Can you just like hum the bit? I'm pretty sure it's
there it is.
I'll pull it.
Okay.
Just really need the folder with all of the parts in it. That's something that I have to do.
What else?
I got it. Nice. Let me just recreate this. 2, harm 4. I love how we have 6 parts. Like, why do we do this? I mean, I know why we did it. We have no chill, but that's just, we made our life so much harder, right?
There's a song we write quite late at night when we find it so hard to breathe.
Oh, geez. Okay, you got your work cut out for you, my guy. All right. So, yeah, musically, this is going to be a little challenging. All right. So I'm going to share my screen so you can take a look, okay?
Okay.
Let me know if you can hear the audio. You probably can't.
There's a song we write.
No, okay. So here's how I would break this up. There's a song we write
Quite late at night. At night.
Quite late at night. Right? So you work on one bit at a time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So learn like just this bit here.
Okay.
So kind of like hum that along, and you can do or whatever, just something to match along the pitches. You don't have to worry about the words or anything like that. Okay.
Okay. Where are we? I think this. I think I'm always used to hearing Baji sing this, and
Yes,
this feels
Yeah.
very different.
it is, right? So it's a harmony. This is the challenge for because you're era 2, I assume you're a fan and that you really love the song and you know the song. Yeah. So you have a challenge.
Actually,
Mm.
I think a lot of the time that I've heard Baji sing this, she doesn't actually sing it. She did it when, as a way of interacting with the chat, and chat had usually annoyed her with something or another, so she would ad lib a whole bunch of the song. Actually,
I didn't know that. It's
so
funny.
I think I only heard it without the ad libs recently.
That's funny, and also so perfect for the actual idea behind the song to just make it up as you go, right? Ridiculous. Anyway, that's funny.
Okay.
God, that's just sorry. That is like obnoxiously Baji. Oh God. The lack of discipline and maximum whimsy. All right. Point is that harmonies are like they play against the melody, and so they're different notes.
Okay.
And this is going to be challenging when you have the thing in your ear, right? So that's why it's really important to break it up into these little sections and then put them together. So you really learn this little bit. Like, you know, I could, if we had sheet music, I'd be like measures this through this to beat whatever but like what's nice about like a DAW, look at it. It's just right there. That's the bit, right? Like it's the wave chunk, right? What I advise you to do when you're learning the notes, do v, or do it on an exercise where you cannot hear yourself, because what's been happening is so many people are copying the guide track. They're copying the phrasing, they're copying the weird idioms because it's not a person, it's a Vocaloid, and they're running into technical problems. Yeah, this is not a person.
Yeah,
doing this,
I definitely listened to this going like, this is annoying me and I don't know why.
Yeah.
But okay, a Vocaloid might do that.
Yeah. Yeah. So you wanna do this. When you're doing this, you don't want to hear yourself because you don't want to start mimicking. You're here to learn the notes. V is great. So on V, which is to say V, you're just singing on V. Start humming along and trying to figure just that bit. Just that bit.
I think this was the other thing that annoyed me about this was that it felt like no matter where I tried to start, I ended up with a high note that I was struggling to hit, even if I was starting kind of at the low end of my range.
Let's see.
There's
And this one.
That's your first pitch.
There's a song we
Okay, so pitch matching is going to be a struggle for you. Okay. Let's bring out what we were using before. Which is the, why did I send this? Pitchreader.com. You are going to need to learn to match pitch. And you're going to need to do it. So instead of one bit at a time, you're going to need to learn it one note at a time. So anytime there's a challenge or a difficulty, we just break down the problem even more. Does anyone know offhand what the key of this is? There's a song we write, seeing through the screen. Do, do, so, do. I hope that's do. I think that's do. B flat is the key. Watch me be wrong. Someone correct me.
I thought I would open the sheet music and then realized I would have no idea what the key is from looking at the sheet music.
I'm pretty sure that's B flat. B flat. Ha ha ha. The power of solfege. All right. I knew I was right. I had no idea if I was right. Okay. So I sent you a link called pitchreader.com. Okay.
Oh, I already pulled that up in a browser tab.
Dope. You're gonna do for note labels, you're gonna do do re mi. And for transpose, you're gonna highlight B flat. Okay.
I'm not quite sure what you just asked.
I will share my screen on this.
Okay.
So that way you can see what I'm doing. All right, you see this?
No.
You don't see my
wait, hold on. There we go. Yes,
yeah,
now I do.
Okay.
Oh,
So note labels are do re mi. Transpose is
there's
that.
more stuff on the right side that I didn't see.
Yeah.
B flat, A sharp. Okay.
All right. And then let's find this.
there's
There's a
so
far.
there's a song
So far, so
there's a song we
so, ti, do.
There's
So,
a
fa,
song
so,
we
ti,
write
do.
quietly.
Do, la. So, fa, so, ti, do. La.
Quite late,
La, so.
quite late at
Ti,
night.
do, ti, ti. All right. So we have, I'll write this out for you. And this might be something that I end up doing, just to like help people in general, is to like solfege this out, because the alternative is sheet music, and I don't, it's just not realistic of an expectation for people to learn to read music for this, because it took me a long time. So, fa, so, ti, do.
I spent enough time
La,
learning music
so,
when I was
ti,
younger
ti.
that I recognized the symbols on the page, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
never did much singing, so I don't pair the place on the clef, the staff, with a particular note
Mm-hmm.
anymore.
Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. All right. So we're gonna learn the melody. Cool. Glad you have a DAW. Switch your screen to the screen share to pitch reader.
Okay.
And we're gonna break down this problem like crazy granular. I don't care about rhythm. I care that you know how to get from so to fa to so to ti to do to la to so to ti to ti. Okay. That's the first thing. All right. So fine. So.
Nope. So far.
All right. Do you have the I sent in the chat in the Zoom chat the solfege for it.
So far. So. So far, so. I went further down. So far, so. So far, so.
It's okay. This is, you know, it's funny because like you'd think the concept is easy, right? We're just going back up to so again, right? But this is goes back to the idea of pitch relations, right? You need to be able to hear it in your mind. It's not an idea that you're practicing. This is the mistake that I made with solfege. I thought I could intellectualize it. It's more akin to, you know how like when you're a kid, if you're around English a lot, and you start to talk to like people who are ESL, and they get like some expressions that are wrong, and you're like, that's technically right, but like it's not. You know what I mean? Like the way we develop that instinct is we're just around people who talk English all the time, always, right? That's what this is. It's just hearing it over and over and over again. It's hearing those relationships. This is not an intellectual exercise. It is a skill, and it is very rudimentary. And that's what makes it actually difficult, is that it's not complicated. So when you're going from so fa and you're like, oh my God, why can't I go back to so? It's because you don't have so in your head before you sing the pitch. So the way that you can do this is start on the bottom do. So, fa, mi, re, do. That should be a do. Yeah. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Can you do that for me real quick?
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la.
So you need a scale in your head. Yeah, you need to know a major scale, because what we want to do, now we can, and it's probably for the best, because if you're, I want to really lean into the motivation. that you have to do right by the Yoshi, because holy hell is that motivating. I'm not projecting what but like, yeah, so fa, so ti, all that stuff, great, but I'm just letting you know that this, what you're eventually going to want to do, and will make your life easier, is this ability to hear a scale in your head and have names for each note. Because I can run a scale in my head with the solfege and jump around without hearing a thing, and that makes it really easy to like read solfege and look at this thing. It's going to take time. So go ahead and fail miserably, because that's what it's going to be at first.
Oh yeah, yeah, I can definitely see that already.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like that I get very immediate feedback about,
Yeah.
am I hitting the note right? Am I sharp, flat, completely elsewhere?
Yeah.
So fa, so.
Feel free to slide up to correct, by the way. Don't worry about note, note, note while you're learning the distance between the interval. That sliding is actually going to be really useful. In fact, I would dare say go so, fa, so. Like, learn where that distance is. Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
those are the right ones.
I mean, you got it. You got it. You did it. Nice. And then finding the la will be challenging. So what I would do is, instead of trying to jump and guess for the la, start at that do that you just ended on. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, or just find the la. Okay. Okay, boss man. All right. Okay, just like jump ahead and be good at it. Okay, all right. Ignore me. Keep going. Keep cooking.
Yeah.
I'm just here. I'm just here.
Yeah, we'll see if I can do that again, though.
I mean, you know, hey, you did it once. It's possible, right? Ah, now welcome to tendency tones. So you hit T and you want it to go back to do, because you've clearly done a lot of singing just from the sound of your voice and like where you're at with your technique, and like you probably have heard a lot of music. So what's going to be weird for you in some of these harmonies, hanging on T is a weird thing. Like it is this is where like a lot of the harmonies that were written in the voice leading that was written for these like the six harmonies are not, like, they're a little irregular in terms of voice leading patterns. So like it's going to feel so weird to do la so ti ti la so ti ti. Like, I want to go to do.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that
Yeah.
makes me, that almost makes my skin crawl.
Yeah. It would make sense in context, right? And this is the difference between like writing to make chords and writing to make harmony into melody. It will work with everything in context, but it is a good musical challenge. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it is actually something that I like to do, because like when you get into like romantic era music, like when I sing Daryl's music, I feel naughty. You know what I mean? I feel like, ooh, can I do that? Oh my god! Like when I was working with Carl on some choral arrangement stuff, like we got a little naughty, right? So it feels wrong, but it's really good to do, because like then you can do music that like blatantly and flagrantly defies convention. So it's still cool to learn.
Mm, 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 mm. So fa so ti do.
So make sure
Those are
that
horrible.
each take your time on each, like so fa so. Right, that's like a motif, right? It's a
So
musical
fa
idea.
so ti do. Fa so ti ti.
Closer. Here, I'm going to break this down further for you, okay? There's a thing called motifs, all right? Like little musical ideas before even a phrase happens. So fa so. Make music out of that. Just that one idea.
So fa so. So fa so.
All right.
So fa so.
Keep working on that. Work on making that beautiful.
So fa so. Mm, mm, mm,
So let me do it on how I would phrase it based on the tune, okay? And this will give you an idea.
okay.
So fa so. You see how like I gave a little bit more to fa?
Mm, 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 mm,
Yeah.
mm, 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 mm. Mhm, 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 mhm.
Really important. Once you start getting the notes right, which you
Mhm.
are, take that idea and really make it into music, right? Really make it into, because what you're doing is equivalent of learning the words. The solfege syllables are vocabulary, right? And so you are, when you practice, you want to make sure that when we practice that we have a goal of knowing that we're going to record this and make music out of it, right? So we don't want to speak a sentence like, speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounced it to you. Now, if you really thought about it, because you've been speaking English presumably for a while, you could figure out what the hell I just said. But it's way easier for you to understand me if I say, speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounced it to you. Right?
Mhm.
That's what you want to get to. So make the words into sentences once you learn the words, right? So fa so. Make that into a statement. Speak the speech, not speak the speech. Speak the speech, right? So fa so. Try that.
So fa so ti
No, 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 no.
do.
Just so fa so. Just those three notes.
So fa so.
All right. How
So
else can you
fa
phrase that?
so. So fa so.
All right. Now, what about your
So fa
chest?
so.
You have a little chest tension. All right. Place your hand on your chest and breathe. Is that moving?
A little, I'd say.
Okay. All right.
Uh,
When you sing, make sure it doesn't contract all of a sudden, and make sure your head is nice and balanced on your neck, that you're not like jutting your jaw forward, okay?
yeah, I think I was leaning forward a bit in that last one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So fa, so fa, so fa, so
So fa. Slow it down. So fa so. There we go. So again, this is about building relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this so fa so, just so fa so, you can do it so many different ways.
So, so, fa, so.
All right, make sure your jaw's not jutting forward. Okay. Here's
So, fa, so.
here's what I want you to do.
So, fa, so.
Can you know how like you can like can you in your head just like conduct this? Da da dum, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Conduct that. Now as you conduct that, use your elbows to conduct. I'm going to tell you why. Your back is tight. Part of that is because you're probably sitting close to the screen trying to get the notes right. But the other part is just habit. So if you conduct with your elbows, even though this is a weird thing to do, admittedly, you're going to move your back. Right? I don't care about Tito just yet. I appreciate your enthusiasm. So far, so so the best pianist I've ever met, all right? Mark Lipschitz, the best pianist I've personally ever met. He's the accompanist of probably the world's most sought after conductor right now. Conducts at the Metropolitan Opera and Philly Orchestra. Mark is the personal accompanist of Yannick Nézet-Séguin, okay? That's a big fucking deal. This man is a brilliant genius musician, had his symphony played by the Philly Orchestra at 18, okay? He was trying to teach my niece about scales. My niece has been playing piano since she was like 5. And she was like 16 or something at the time. And I was sitting next to her mother. Her mother rolled her eyes so hard. Teach my daughter about scales. Mark plays a scale. And the whole point Mark was trying to make was never play a scale without musical intention. Never. He played that 3-octave scale up and down. And that mother, that soccer mom, who is so ready to defend her child, her jaw dropped on the floor. And she said, whoa. From a 3-octave scale. So fa so is more than notes. That's music. Okay? So make music when you do this stuff. Don't accept anything less. Because that's how you build the relationships. Because otherwise solfege doesn't do much for you. And getting invested into that phrasing and into that music, even though it's a simple motif, a simple idea, that's going to make you a better musician faster than anything. So make so fa so beautiful.
There's a song we write.
Cool that you did T-do. That's not so fa so. Give me so fa so. Right? And sing it out of time. Sing it in time. Sing, so fa so. Right? Play with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Now conduct it with your elbows so you move your back a little bit. Do it on. Now that you have it. Yeah. It's so fa so. You got it. Ignore your thing that helps you learn the pitch. Sing it on that. Because you got a little tension.
So fa so.
Sing it on the raspberry. You're not going to be able to see it when you do it. So you're going to have to, yeah. Ah. So hold on, wait, pause. We're task switching, okay?
Okay.
You know so fa so right now, okay? Congrats. You have some technical problem. You have tongue tension. That's going to help you relax your tongue. So just hold a note. Don't worry about it. You can even minimize that. I don't want to even look at it. Don't worry about it. The whatever that pitch thing is that we've been using, pitch reader, you got so far so. Okay. Just give me that.
I don't think I ever learned how to do a raspberry well.
Well, that's why I'm having you do the exercise, because if you could do it well,
Okay.
yeah, if you could do it well, you wouldn't have the problem that you're having, right?
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So this is why I've been saying like conduct with your elbows, because you have back tension. That's why your tongue is tight. But like conducting with your elbows either wasn't happening or it didn't work. Probably the latter. So you can do a little bit of motion to sway with it. Right? So, see, I prefer that. That's actually not bad. I'd rather have that than stop. Right? It's okay to have problems with it, but sustain the note.
Does feel like that uses a lot of air very quickly.
It uses air very quickly because you are not doing it well. So this goes back to Hodgepodge and I made a great video. It's so technical. It is a little difficult to follow and understand, but what this will teach you is a better vowel. And a better vowel will allow you to have a lot more control over your voice so that all these musical things I'm asking you to do is just easier to do. When you have a better vowel, your breath is a lot more efficient and it is easier to sing. Right now, your tongue is tight and being tied back. Not really possible to have a good vowel that way. I'm going to give you a thing. Save this video link. This stretch will help you, okay? So I want you to, as you're watching this, look at where my head starts. All right, and then look at the end. This is time lapse. At the end of the video, look at how far my head is down. That's how much back tension I had. Another thing to note is in the beginning of the video, my shoulders are not moving. My lower back is not moving. As I sit through this exercise, as a stretch, and I just breathe, things start moving. Those muscles for you are what are tight, and that is bringing your tongue down because there are muscles attached that are in the throat that are attached to your scapula, which is your shoulder blade. Okay? So that's why your tongue is tight. Yeah. You want me to show you? I'll just show you on Z Anatomy. Let me show you. It's all like crazy connected. This is why so it's the omohyoid is the muscle here. When Diane figured this one out, like this solved so many problems for me, just this. And I'll change my camera so I don't have to change share my screen or anything like that on Zoom. I'll just all right, let's preview. Let's go to Z Anatomy. Can you see this?
Oh, yes.
All right. This is the omohyoid. Connected to the hyoid bone, right? See that? Okay. Inserted into the scapula right here, okay?
I guess that's a bone at the top. Is that the jaw?
This is the hyoid bone. This is the top of the larynx. Let me get my wow. Where's my face? Right here. This is your larynx. Like your Adam's apple. At the very top is the hyoid bone. Okay? Now your tongue is on top of this, and it's tied too. So the second this gets pulled down, your tongue gets pulled down as well. Okay? And there's some other things as well, like the muscles over here when that happens, right? So you know how I was saying like your jaw is jutted forward? Your back is tight. And the body is smart. If my back is like this, and I don't do this, all of my weight is now like back, right? So the head moves forward to balance for that. There's a reason what is going on, right? The tongue thing, what that does is I'm not asking you to chase a result. I'm asking you to have that because what it tells you is there something wrong, right? If the tongue isn't moving, there's something the matter. So that when you're practicing and I'm not around, at least you have that knowledge, right? Make sense? So this back stretch that I'm showing you, because that omohyoid is attached to the scapula, which I will show again. Omohyoid is attached to the scapula. All right. The lats, these big muscles, they're tight for you. They're bringing the scapula down, okay? This muscle, which this stretch that I showed you does not address, but if this is contracted, this brings down the scapula, okay? And so that brings the tongue back. That makes it so that you can't get a good valve. And that is why, like, when you do, you're like, oh, the breath just like, it just goes away. Yeah. So just that stretch is going to help a lot. Okay. And like, there's a lot of things I'm covering here. And I wish I had more time to work with you because I love actually that you really give a damn and that you're doing this project. Because especially after, I don't know if you caught last night's stream. Oh, very emotional. We surprised Baji with like a progress report on the project. And it was too official, you know? It's like, this is supposed to be streaming on Twitch. I'm not going to, you know, like, so we were like, let's make the charts and the graphs and the project management update and make it all corporate and then just and shitify it with memes. And so we I worked with her mods to pick out bits and memes that would like really kind of get her in all kinds of ways. And she ended up like sobbing for like 2 minutes straight afterwards, which I wasn't prepared for, like in a good way. So like really intense last night. So like, it just makes me more excited for the project. And so like, I know I could work with you in a way that I could get you across the finish line just for this track faster. But I love that you want to do this. I can tell you really want to do it. And so I want to give you the tools to really make something special with that one line. Because if everybody did it that way, this would be just magical. You know? Yeah. So the back tension thing, like that solfège, that's what I know I said don't DM me, but actually I'm going to use you as a bit of a guinea pig for like a way to teach people the notes, because you're not the only one who's having a hard time. So if I make it for you and we work together, I think I can practice teaching this in this way more often in a way that will go faster for a lot of people. So go ahead and send me that friend request on Discord, because we're just not going to have the time to finish what we need to cover for you to really use this information beyond general, do the solfège and do the back exercise. Okay, what now? Right? How does that help me record? We're going to need to be in contact for me to like push you to that next step.
Okay. I found something that says it sent you a friend request finally.
Gotcha. All right.
I'm pretty sure that's not what you were suggesting I do, but I think
No,
that
that
works.
is that is. All right. So yeah. The backstretch. So backstretch.
Mhm.
Which is the TikTok thing. Because after I close the room, this is gonna go. All right, and then the so far so. This is the solfege for that first line, and then pitch reader. All right.
All right.
Mm-hmm. So that's going to be, that's going to be what you're going to want to do for practice. The one thing I really encourage you to do, and the reason why I was like, play with the phrasing.
Mm-hmm.
Once you know the notes, really try to make singing the notes very easy, right? Start incorporating technique and playing around, because what you showed me when you were singing when we first started, you actually had quite a bit of comfort in your singing, right? I believe you probably don't know why, and because you don't know why, you're at risk of like falling into some bad habits. Okay.
Yeah, that was a little bit of practice, is what I would say. Practice a little bit, and then it gets a little comfortable. But for all I know, I'm doing everything wrong.
No, you're not. You actually found that's actually one of the best heuristics when approaching singing. Is making it comfortable. It's like, how can I make it easier? That is an incredible heuristic. That is like the guiding North Star that I've had for 20 years. How can singing be easier? Because the easier it is, the more I get to express myself, right? And that's the point. So that's a really good heuristic. And my job is going to be to give you tools to make it easier. So the is real nice, provided you know what's getting in the way of that, which is this back tension and also the serratus. Now for the serratus, this stretch helps a lot. This back stretch where you're bent, like you're folded over and stuff like that, doesn't really target that. So like this helps a lot. That kind of stretch. Yeah. You feel that right there? Yeah.
Definitely been a while since I've done that sort of stretch.
Yeah. That contraction. Look at my head, neck, and shoulder. Right on my camera, right? Watch what happens when I contract that muscle. See how like everything's kind of tight? You can even hear my voice. Listen to my voice, right? You hear how I'm talking right now? Just to stand a note. You hear the difference? Yeah. That makes the difference between a good and a bad vowel. That resonance that I have ends up making phrasing and breathing and all that stuff more efficient. Yeah. So anyway, I know this is a lot more general than I usually like to leave people with. I like to have things a little bit more pointed. But play with that stuff and be in communication with me, and we're gonna drive that to be more specific so that you can get to the recording. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're no problem. You're my guinea pig for teaching people solfege in terms of getting it to a point where it's pragmatic faster. Because solfege usually takes a long time to be relevant. Yeah. Anyway, I got to get ready for flight.
That would explain why it's a new word for me. Okay.
It's usually an
luck.
ivory tower thing. It's not usually like literally the goal of my YouTube channel, and I need to get back on my mission statement. Like Twitch and my community are like do good things, but the mission statement for the YouTube channel, it has been the educational resource that I wish I had.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't been doing that. I got to get back to that. That's a more complicated thing. But regardless, solfege is omega powerful. It's how Mozart could write a symphony on a train without a piano, right? That's why Beethoven could compose when deaf.
Mm-hmm.
Right? My roommate Steve, who I interviewed, can run multiple melodies in his mind and counterpoint in solfege and hear it all in his head. Okay? It goes places.
Mm-hmm.
But it starts with so fa so. Okay? All right.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Stay in touch, okay?
Good luck with the airport.
Yeah, right. All right. Thanks. Take care. I had to cancel on the next student. Oh wait, no. Shady Penguins. Oh no, I have one more. I have one more person. Am I gonna make it in time? I wouldn't make it in time. Oh my god. Sorry, y'all. I really tried to find a flight that was a little bit. Yeah, there wasn't a flight that was gonna make it in time. All right. Yeah. I'm sorry, Secretary. So for everybody who was inconvenienced today on the tech side, and also on this side, and then also the two I had to cancel to get the presentation across the board. We're gonna find you a time ASAP, so you don't have to wait. And we're gonna work with. Yeah, sorry, Fenwick. We're gonna find you guys a time, okay? And it goes for Yukina and another individual. I've been doing a lot behind the scenes to get things started and took a step back on lessons. I have the next like 3 or 4 weeks, we are going hard on making up for that. So like 5-hour teaching days, 6-hour teaching days, 7-hour teaching days for the next like 3 weeks. We will find time to make amends for my lack of availability the last few weeks, and we will find you time. Go through Schuster. I gotta catch a flight. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. I'll see y'all. Thank you for the Prime sub. I'm sorry.